Hello friends, now we will discuss about atoms and molecules. Let us first define what is atoms. Now, atom is the smallest part of an element which doesn't freely exist in nature but participate in chemical reaction. Example, the atoms of hydrogen. Atoms of hydrogen is represented by H. Actually, hydrogen in atomic form participate in chemical reaction. Similarly, atoms of oxygen is represented by O. So, again, I define atoms. Atom is the smallest part of element which participate in chemical reaction but doesn't exist freely in nature. When water is formed by the reaction of hydrogen and oxygen, the reaction occurs like this. Two atoms of hydrogen reacts with one atom of oxygen to form one molecule of water. Here is a picture of an atom. This picture represents an isotope of hydrogen atom called deuterium. Now, the deuterium atom contains one proton, one electron and one neutron. In the nucleus, which is represented by a white circle, the nucleus is represented by a white circle, one proton and one neutron is present. And in the circular orbit, one electron is present, which revolves around nucleus. Let us now discuss about molecule. Molecule is the smallest part. Molecules are the smallest part of element or compound which exist freely in nature but doesn't participate in chemical reaction. So the difference between atom is that molecule exists freely in nature but atom doesn't exist freely in nature, whereas atom participate in chemical reaction but molecules cannot participate in chemical reaction. First, molecule is converted to atom, then it participates in chemical reaction. As for example, H2, when 2 is written in the right hand side and lower side of H, it represents a molecule of hydrogen. And this molecule of hydrogen dissociates to form two hydrogen atoms. Similarly, oxygen molecule is represented by O2. It dissociates into two atoms of oxygen, and these two atoms of hydrogen, when reacts with one atom of oxygen, we get water. So, first of all, molecule is converted into atoms and then it participates in chemical reaction. Now, molecule can be classified in two categories. Molecules can be classified in two different categories called elemental molecule and compound molecule. What is elemental molecule? The molecule which contain only atoms of a single element is called elemental molecule. Example, H2. It contains only hydrogen elements. O2. It contains only oxygen element. N2. This is nitrogen. It contains only nitrogen element. Helium. It contains only helium element. Phosphorus. It contains phosphorus element. Mind it, this number in the right hand side represent the atomicity of the molecule. H2 is a diatomic molecule, that means it contains 2 atoms of hydrogen. P4 is a tetraatomic molecule, that means it contains 4 atoms of phosphorus. And helium is a monoatomic molecule, it contains 1 atoms of helium. And what is compound molecule? Now, compound molecule contain 2 or more elements. Example, water is a compound molecule. It contains 2 different elements, H and O. Nitric acid. It is also a compound molecule. It contains 1 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of oxygen. Similarly, acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, it contains 3 elements, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So, molecules can be classified in 2 categories: elemental molecule, which contain a single element, and compound molecule, which contain 2 or more different elements. That's all about atoms and molecules. Thanks. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.